Once upon a time, during World War II, for siblings, Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy were sent away from London to the countryside to escape the dangers of air raids. They were placed in the care of an old professor who lived in a large, mysterious house. The house was so big that the children hardly ever explored it all. It was here, in the quiet solitude of the countryside, that their grand adventure began. One rainy afternoon, Lucy, the youngest of the children, wandered into a spare room filled with old furniture. In one corner of the room stood an ancient wardrobe, its wooden door slightly ajar. Curious, Lucy stepped inside, pushing aside the coats hanging there. To her surprise, she found that the back of the wardrobe wasn't solid. There was a passageway beyond. She stepped through and found herself in a snowy forest with the scent of pine trees in the air. Lucy had stumbled into the magical land of Narnia. As she explored, she met a friendly faun named Mr. Tumnus. He explained that Narnia was a land cursed by the White Witch, who had cast a spell that made it always winter but never Christmas. The witch was a cruel and powerful ruler who kept the land in an endless state of cold. Mr. Tumnus had been ordered by the witch to kidnap any humans who entered Narnia, but after meeting Lucy, he felt pity for her and allowed her to go free. Lucy stepped back into the wardrobe and returned home to her world. Eager to tell her siblings about her adventure, Lucy shared her story with Peter, Susan, and Edmund, but they did not believe her. They thought she had been imagining things. After all, how could there be a magical land hidden in an ordinary wardrobe? It wasn't until some time later that the others would discover that Lucy was telling the truth. One day, while playing a game of hide and seek, all four children found themselves in the wardrobe at once. This time, the entire family found themselves stepping into Narnia. They were greeted by a snowy wilderness and the knowledge that Lucy's story was real. In Narnia, they quickly learned that the White Witch had cast an enchantment over the land. Under her rule, Narnia was a place of constant winter, with no hope of warmth, joy, or freedom. However, they also learned that a prophecy foretold that 2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve would come to Narnia. With their help, the witch's reign would come to an end. The children were part of this prophecy. While exploring the land, Edmund, the second eldest child, wandered away from his siblings and was tempted by the witch. She offered him Turkish delight and promised him power and the throne of Narnia if he helped her capture his siblings. Edmund, longing for adventure and desiring power, agreed to betray his family and bring them to the witch. When the children reunited, they realized Edmund was missing and soon discovered his betrayal. The White Witch was furious, and she demanded that Edmund be handed over to her. But there was hope. The children met Aslan, the great lion and true king of Narnia, who was the only one with the power to defeat the witch. Aslan welcomed the children and explained that the witch's hold on Narnia could only be broken through an act of great sacrifice. Aslan knew that Edmund, who had betrayed his siblings, was destined to be the witch's prisoner under Narnia's ancient law. However, Aslan struck a deal with the witch. He would give himself in Edmund's place. Aslan's sacrifice was an act of love and selflessness. He allowed the witch to kill him on the stone table, which was an ancient site of great power. The children were heartbroken, but they did not understand the depth of Aslan's sacrifice.